Hi, George here. The show you're about to watch was produced before the pandemic, which explains why no one's wearing a mask. Now, a lot of the places I visit are still in the process of reopening, but once things are safe and back to normal, I highly encourage you to check them out and support them. So with that said, enjoy the show. My name is George Ayo, and throughout my entire life, my travel ambitions have always outweighed my bank account. But with some research, planning, and a little creativity, I find the best things to do in a city, all without spending more than $100. This is George Goes Everywhere. Hello and welcome to George Goes Everywhere, the show where we explore the city and see as much of it as we can, all without spending more than $100. I'm in Houston today. I'm going to hit 6 categories: history, art, food, drink, nature, and, well, a 6th one that I'm not really sure how to categorize, but we'll get to that. So, let's explore Houston on a budget. Houston's official nickname is the Space City. Heck, 2 of their pro sports teams, the Astros and the Rockets, are named after the space industry. So I've come to what is perhaps the crown jewel of their space heritage, the Space Center Houston. And I'm actually a bit of a space nerd. I've heard about this place for years, so I'm really excited to check it out. You can actually touch a piece of the moon here. Oh yeah. That was good. A recreation of the lunar landscape here. This is crazy detailed. It's just awesome. This is the Apollo 17 command module that actually flew to the moon. I am super into this sort of stuff, so I'm like a kid in the candy store here. They got an actual space shuttle and the 747 that used to carry it around, and they let you go inside it, so let's go check it out. Got the space toilet here, got the space suit, the cargo bay. This is the arm that connects the tower to the space shuttle. This is like that scene in the movies where they like walk in slow motion on their way to the space shuttle. Now I'm taking the mission control tram tour. I heard this is the thing you gotta do here more than anything else. This is at the Johnson Space Center, which is NASA. I was at the Space Center Houston earlier. That's next door, that's not NASA. This is actually government and actually NASA. This is the actual mission control room where they directed the moon landings. This is insanely awesome. And of course the gift shop has the freeze-dried astronaut ice cream. What is it with museum gift shops and freeze-dried astronaut ice cream? I mean, it makes sense that they have it here, but I feel like every museum gift shop has this stuff. It's so good. So I asked the guy who worked at Space Center Houston where the best place to eat was, and he recommended Irma's here. He said that it doesn't really have a proper menu. It's just kind of whatever Irma feels like making that day, and I was sold on that immediately because it sounds amazing, and I called ahead, and today's specials are chicken mole, chiles rellenos, homemade tamales, and carne guisada. I don't entirely know what all those are, but they sound amazing. Oh my God, I've not even had the food yet, and I already love this place. It's the perfect combination of good food and kitsch. I love kitschy restaurants. Love them. You know, maybe someday I'll learn how to go to a Mexican restaurant and not get a margarita, but that day is not today. So I was talking about today's menu with the guy, and I mentioned that I couldn't really decide what I wanted, and he said he's gonna bring me like a sampler platter of all of them, so this is really amazing. Oh yeah. So I got the chicken mole and something else. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it is amazing. I gotta finish though. I gotta finish. They're giving me the business about not finishing. I gotta finish. Is this a jalapeno?
Yes.
Okay, I usually see them sliced. That was Irma herself. She's a bit of a cut up. Okay, well, it didn't work, but what's supposed to happen is you press the button, then a series of giant air bubbles ripples up from the water. It's called the Big Bubble, and it was installed to stir the water and prevent it from becoming stagnant and unpleasant. But I guess I don't care about that anymore. Pretty annoying that it didn't work. I mean, what the heck? I'm gonna look into that. I wanna know why I didn't get my big bubble. But hey, sometimes things don't go your way. I remain undeterred. We'll press onward. I'm at the Cockrell Butterfly Center. There are 1,500 butterflies in this big glass enclosure here that's modeled after a rainforest. It's insanely awesome. There are butterflies absolutely everywhere, but I have one goal and one goal only, and that is to get a butterfly to land on me. Let's see if I can do it. There are so many butterflies here. I mean, I know it's called the Butterfly Center, but there are even more butterflies than I was expecting. Come on, land on me, butterflies. Come on, I'm right here. The guy who works here said, don't move, you'll have better luck. And I said, oh, okay. He says, yeah, don't move for about 2 or 3 hours. So he's having a little bit of fun with me. Oh, one flew by my face. This is absurd. I'm surrounded by them, but they're landing everywhere but me. Oh, and one just landed on my camera. That's a bit of a tease. Well, I failed in my goal of getting a butterfly to land on me. Between this and the big bubble, things just ain't going my way today. So this next place is actually a 2-parter. There's this place I'm headed to right now, then another place that's run by the same people. But first things first, Welcome to the Orange Show. So the story behind this place is that a guy liked oranges so much he turned his entire house into a monument to the orange. He originally thought that more people would come here than went to Disneyland, and he was wrong about that. But hey, decades later, the Orange Show is still here, so I don't know, I think that's a win for him. It's like a mix between a carnival ride and a house. Like if a carnival ride and a house had a baby, this is what it would look like. As cool as this place is, I would be very interested to hear what the neighbors think. I love the commitment of this place though. Like anytime someone just jumps headfirst into something so fully like this, I am way on board with it. Also, this place is completely empty. I have the entire place to myself. It's just absurd to me. You have this awesome thing in the middle of the city and no one comes to it. It's just crazy. So I think I'm about ready to leave the Orange Show here, but remember when I said this category was a two-parter? Well, that's because the people that run this place also run another place, the Beer Can House. So the story goes that there was a guy who drank a six-pack of beer every single night. And one day he decided he was going to use those cans to decorate his home. And indeed he did. And that is how we got the Beer Can House. And just like the Orange Show earlier, this place represents complete commitment to an idea. Like, the guy could have stopped at one wall or maybe one fence. No, he did the whole house. And I love that. Honestly, I respect it. What's cool about this place is that the color on the beer cans has kind of faded away, just leaving it with this consistent silver color. I can't help but wonder what it looked like when the color was still there. It must have been quite a sight. This place is great and all, but it sure does make me want a beer. So this is the Truck Yard. It's another place that was recommended to me by a local. They have a huge outdoor seating area, and get this, a Ferris wheel. After the Beer Can House, I can think of no better place to actually get a can of beer. So I have an update on the big bubble with the button that didn't work. Apparently the whole thing was damaged during Hurricane Harvey a few years ago, and they haven't had a chance to fix it. So yeah, that's a pretty good reason actually. It makes me feel kind of bad. I was a bit of a jerk about it earlier. Kind of wish it was something I could do, you know?